The Natural, 1984, isn't just a movie about baseball. You could say it's a big, beautiful love letter to America's favorite pastime, to myth-making, and to the hope of a second chance. Directed by Barry Levinson and starring Robert Redford at his most iconic, this film is often ranked as one of the all-time great sports dramas. It's got everything: jaw-dropping cinematography, huge emotional highs, a bit of gritty realism, and just enough magic to make you wonder if baseball really is enchanted. Fun fact, it was TriStar Pictures' first ever feature, grossing almost $48 million on a $28 million budget and snagging 4 Oscar nominations. The Natural is technically based on Bernard Malamud's 1952 novel, but honestly, the movie and the book are two different beasts. Malamud's original is darker and more cynical, pulling bits from real baseball lore, King Arthur legends, and even the strange but true 1949 shooting of Phillies player Eddie Waitkus by a fan. While the book ends with heartbreak and moral reckoning, the movie turns Roy Hobbs' story into an uplifting fable, heroic, redemptive, meant to make you cheer. We start in the 1910s Midwest, where young Roy carves the legendary Wonder Boy bat from a tree struck by lightning. Fast forward to 1923, and 19-year-old Roy, Redford, is on his way to the big leagues until fate and a mysterious woman throws him a wicked curveball. After a long disappearance, Roy shows up at 35 with his bat in tow, a mysterious past, and the kind of jaw-dropping talent that could change everything for the struggling New York Knights. So here's the full scoop. Roy's early career is wrecked when he's shot by a femme fatale, Barbara Hershey, leaving him with a literal bullet wound. 16 years later, he signs with the Knights, managed by the crusty but lovable Pop Fisher, Wilford Brimley. Roy's otherworldly hitting turns the team around, but he's tested by a villainous owner, a sultry temptress, Kim Basinger, and the mistakes of his past. His old flame Iris, Glenn Close, returns with a secret that will change everything. Barry Levinson directed right after his breakout with Dinah, and the look of The Natural is something else. Cinematographer Caleb Deschanel makes every frame glow, with wheat fields and golden hour sunsets so pretty they feel like paintings. The ballparks look like real history, thanks to Mel Bourne's Oscar-nominated art direction. And everything feels extra magical. And Randy Newman's score? It's a straight-up classic, sweeping, triumphant, and probably playing in your head whenever you imagine an underdog victory. Back in 1984, The Natural got mixed reviews. Some critics thought it was a little too sappy or mythic, but over time, people fell in love with it. These days, it's considered a classic, with an 83% score on Rotten Tomatoes, and a reputation for being an irresistible homage to America's game. 4 Oscar noms: Best Supporting Actress, Glenn Close, Best Cinematography, Best Art Direction, and Best Score. The movie was a box office winner, and its ending remains one of the most celebrated in sports film history. If you've ever seen a scene where someone hits a home run and the lights explode, you've seen its influence. Bottom line, if you love underdog stories, gorgeous visuals, and music that'll get you out of your seat, The Natural is a must. It's less about batting averages and more about dreams, destiny, and getting one last shot at greatness. Want to read our review of The Natural? It's up on our Substack. Subscribe to Movies of the 80s for movie history and reviews, and don't forget to check out Movies of the 80s on YouTube for daily throwbacks to all your favorite 80s films.